Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi. So this time we'll discuss for lesson number 2 for week number 8. Week number 9, which is the area of the curve. For lesson number 2, we focus to find the area above and below the curve. Okay. Remember, area is always positive. Okay. Why we introduce this lesson number 2? Because sometimes our curve consists of positive and negative, or which is the graph lies above the x-axis and below the x-axis. For example, over here, you can see from this diagram, your curve over here bounded by the x-axis, and your curve over here lies above. This is your x-axis, so this area is above the x-axis, and this area is below the x-axis. You can see from here, the A area lies above the x-axis, and definitely if you calculate by using the integration, you akan dapat result is a positive value, because they lies above the x-axis. Okay, tak ada issue. But when you try to calculate for this area for B, if you calculate, you akan dapat negative value. Okay, so you have to be careful when you have a negative value. Actually, you akan letak modulus. Okay, modulus, because area is always positive. Alright, so what is the differences between the first lesson and the second lesson over here? For this part, you have to calculate separately. Okay, separately macam mana? Okay, for this example, to calculate the area enclosed between the curve and the x-axis in the diagram below, you can see the diagram over here is equal area. Equal area, katalah di sini kita letak K, over here is also K. Area is positive, Okay, bukan negative K, is actually a positive K. But kalau you kira directly from A to C, actually kalau you kira from A to C, remember, K minus with K, your answer will be 0. So we have to work out the area above and below the x-axis separately and add them. Otherwise, negative number, which is sine area below the x-axis, which is yang ini, will cancel out the positive one. Okay, kalau you kira integration, so integration ni result, your final result will be a negative and positive. Kalau you add both, you akan dapat 0, because you cancel out the first area with the second area. So what we need to do is kita akan kira separate. Alright, so we can see from here, if you integrate the function from A to C, does not give the total shaded area. Shaded area ni lah shaded area dia. Okay, since integrate your fx from A to B will give a positive value, integrate fx from B to C, you get negative value. Kalau ditambah dulu, positive plus negative, you akan dapat 0. Actually, if you kira directly from A to C, they give us a net result. Okay, so therefore, put the modulus in between from A to B and the modulus between B to C. Okay, remember, absolute value give the positive value for the area, separate. Okay, I'm using one example from delta, right? So calculate the area between the graph of y equal to x multiplied with x plus 4 multiplied with x minus 2 and the x-axis. This is the shaded area shown in the diagram below. Okay, so for this time, you can now work out what is the point of intersection between the curve with the x-axis. Kenapa? Because kita nak dapatkan limit, upper limit and lower limit by using the point of intersection given lah. Okay, usually soalan, you're very lucky this example give in the product form. But if the question bagi awak in this kind of form, okay, you have to factorize first. Okay, so factorize, dapatkan dia punya dapatkan factor, later baru tahu, oh, your graph consists of 3 limit 3 point of intersection. So kita mudah, it's easy for us to calculate separately the value. Okay, but later if you wanted to integrate, you akan gunakan yang inilah, easy for us to integrate. Sebab kalau nak integrate by using yang ini, it's not easy. So usually kita integrate by using after you expand. Okay, so after we know the limit and the point of intersection, so kita kena kira separate. So number one, kira from -4 to 0, and then you have the value. Later you kira for 0 to 2, from 0 to 2, area for B, and then you integrate like usual, substitute the value. So over here use the CALC. Okay, tak perlu nak key again and again. You gunakan CALC method, which is you substitute, you replace X into your calculator lah. Okay, and then press CALC, masuk value, press equal. So dia akan bagi you directly automatically dia akan bagi you the value. And after that, remember the total area is the modulus of the total area of A plus the modulus of the total area of B. So walaupun you dapat -20/3, but remember area is always positive. So baru you tambah. Okay, so you tak boleh nak kira directly from -4 to 2, because later ni you akan dapat net value, bukannya dua value ni. Alright, you tak akan dapat this 49/1/3. Okay, so kena kira separate. So kalau soalan tak ada diagram, what happen is you kena gunakan your understanding from chapter of algebra. You have to sketch first lah, or otherwise you boleh gunakan Desmos. Right, so let's try a few questions from this 21.06. I'm trying try to solve the odd question number. Okay, so number one, the diagram shows the graph of the function fx and the areas of three shaded region bounded by the graph and the x-axis. Calculate the total shaded area. So if you notice sini dia bagi kita dah value dah. So therefore the answer will be 3.2 plus 10.7 plus 1.8. So if you press your calculator, you akan dapat 15.7. Jangan lupa unit, sorry. Don't forget to put the unit to represent the area. Okay, how about B? Write the values of this integral from 0 to 6. If you notice, from 0 to 6, this area, from 0 to 6. So, from 0 to 6 is 10.7 plus 1.8. So, 12.5. Alright, number 2. -3 to 4. -3 to 4. So, -3 to 4 is over here. So, you ada dua area, which is 3.2 and 10.7. So, kena careful. Okay, you have to be careful because the question asks to value of these integrals, bukannya area. Value of this integral, meaning awak kena letakkan -3.2. Sebab your graph ni lies below. If the question asks to find the total shaded region, then baru you gunakan 3.5. But since the question asks to value of this integral, so you have to put the -3.2 because that is the value for the integration. Okay, not the total area. Okay, and then plus with 10.7, so therefore your answer will be 7.5. Okay, number 3, -3 to 6. Okay, -3 to 6. So -3 to 6. Again, the values of it, integration. So -3.2 plus 10.7 plus 1.8. So -3.2 plus 10.7 plus 1.8. The answer is 9.3. Alright. Number 2, escape. So you can try later. So let's try this number 3. So number 3 ni is I think a bit similar to the example in our at the beginning of this video. Okay. So number 3, you have two area, but remember, find out what is the point of intersection. So given over here, this equation consists of 3 factors. -2, -1, sorry, this is 1, and also 3. So your integration should be negative 3 to 1 first. Ambil sahaja the equation given. Sorry, this is 2 minus 5x plus 6 dx plus integrate from 1 to 3. This is negative 2. X cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 dx. And later, you just integrate as usual, which is kat sini akan dapat x power 4 over 4, 2x power 3 over 3, minus 5x squared over 2, plus 6x. Then substitute the value negative 2 to 1. And kat sini sama je, copy saja. Minus 2x power 3 over 3, 5x kuasa 2 per 2, 6x, 1 to 3. And kat sini, I really encourage you to use the CALC method. Okay, at the first one, since the question asks to calculate the shaded area, area is only positive, yeah? Even though you have a negative area, kat sini especially you akan dapat negative, hasil integrate. But just simply put the modulus. Okay, gunakan CALC. Therefore, kat sini dapat 37 over 12 minus negative 38 over 3. Okay, plus negative 9 over 4 minus 37 over 12. So if you press your calculator, sini you akan dapat 63 over 4 plus modulus, negative 16 over 3. So press your calculator, you akan dapat 21.08. Area untuk yang ni, katalah this is 4A, this is 4B. Area 4B ni definitely you akan dapat negative value, but simply put the modulus lah. Okay, number 4 I skip, so let's proceed to number 5. So question number 5. Okay, calculate the area enclosed by the cubic and the x-axis. Okay, now first thing first, solve the equation over here or expand. If you expand, you will have okay, kat sini you akan dapat x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 x minus 5. Simplify again until you have x cubed minus 6x squared minus 7x plus 60. Okay, do it carefully. Okay, now you have to integrate. Kita tahu point of intersection kat sini, you akan dapat negative 3, 4 and 5. So you have to kira from negative 3 to 4 of the function. 6x squared 7x plus 60 dx plus from 4 to 5 x cubed 6x squared 7x plus 60 dx. Alright. Okay, if you integrate, you will have x power 4 over 4, 6x cubed over 3, 7x squared over 2, 60x. Negative 3 to 4 x power 4 over 4 6x cubed over 3 minus 7x squared over 2 60x 4 to 5. Alright, and kat sini if you substitute, I skip a few steps over here sebab I tak cukup ruang. So therefore you dapat 1029 over 4 plus kat sini you akan dapat negative 5 over 4, but put the modulus. Put the modulus. So therefore your answer will be 517 over 2 or 258.5. Okay, alright, so that's number 2. Number 6 I skip kat sini. Okay, okay, yang this one I suggest you untuk dapatkan point of intersection first lah. Okay. Alright. So when you multiply 2 over here into the angle, so your cycle will complete. Okay, your cycle will complete at, previously kalau you tahu dia akan complete, okay, this is cos, right? One cycle complete at 2 pi, okay, 2 pi, but okay, but since you ada 2x, your graph akan repeat 2 times, so dia akan sini jadi pi lah. This is 2 pi. Okay, but both exist and x pi over 2, pi over 2, so pi over 2, kalau kat sini dia dapat pi, so kat sini dia akan dapat pi over 2, so therefore kat sini pula ialah pi over 4. So meaning you ada dua area, atas dan bawah, right? So therefore your integration will be from 0 to pi over 4, and then integration from pi over 4 to pi over 2. Okay, so kalau you tak sure at what value of x your function will be intersect with the x-axis, so one method is you boleh equate to 0 to your y. Originally you have y equal to cos 2x, so at 0, at y equal to 0, okay, so cos 2x equal to 0, so kat sini boleh gunakan cos inverse equal to 2x. So cos inverse, okay, cos inverse you akan dapat ke sini. Okay, gunakan calculator cos inverse, you press on your calculator, press shift, press button cos, and then masukkan 0, you akan dapat sini ialah pi over 2. Alright, and then your x ni akan dapat pi over 2 times 1 over 2, so your x dapat pi over 4. So you tahu kat sini you punya point of intersection, right? Or otherwise nak guna Desmos tak boleh. Not suggest you trigonometry gunakan Desmos, right? So what you can do is you boleh gunakan this method lah, so that you boleh dapatkan point of intersection. Alright. Right, so continue with the next video on lesson number 3. Thanks.